the O.C.G. and I've been playing The Last of Us 2. Make sure I'm going live. Hopefully I'll go live now. Yeah, okay, we're good. There are times when, yes, it gets pretty exhausting. Still a great game, though. Still worth playing. Still a fucking great game, though. And very, very jam-packed. Super long. Biggest game Naughty Dog's ever done.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone. She needed her immunity to mean something. Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business, yes.
And these scenes actually is what inspired the remake of the first game. Because the start of this game, the prologue, it starts off with a recap of the first game for new players, basically. Well, the gist. And they redid a lot of the scenes from the first game and the second game's engine. And that idea was like, hey, well, we did the whole thing. And they did. And it's actually a fucking great remake. But yeah.
Maybe I just want to do right by her. And then we made it. You found the firefight. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her. Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Oh, come on.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
You're gonna hop up here, Echo. Hop up here.
What do you do?
I saved her.
I would have done the same fucking thing.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
Cover the exit. Don't let him get away.
Oh, damn it.
Goddamn. That's so. That's a lot. What does Ellie know?
I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing.
And she believed you?
I didn't say otherwise.
We should head back.
Yeah, this game has such a great opening, man. And this was stuff they originally took from, what was the ending? They did a stage reenactment of The Last of Us a while back with all the original cast, several years ago, before this game even came out. And they had this final scene that took place after the original game's ending. And this is basically what that scene is. Yeah. Yeah, the remaster's worth it. Things like $10 upgrade. It's worth it. Oh, I know for sure you should, yeah. This game still looks fucking amazing. Hey, how's it going?
It's okay. I got him.
But this scene was originally supposed to be the epilogue to The Last of Us that was kind of like reenacted with the original cast. And so they took that and made this the start to this game. And for a good reason. This scene is actually fucking awesome.
About what we were talking about earlier.
Well, you're about to see.
I can't say I'd have done different.
And this scene of, I'm just, getting by. Today's my birthday! So, if you want to subscribe, you should subscribe to me.
I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
But this scene is the culmination of a big plot thread from the first game that they talked about. Joel said
I'll see you later.
that he was going to teach her how to play guitar. He says, once this thing's over, kiddo, I'm going to teach you how to play guitar. And she said when Joel almost died at the university, she's like, you're going to sing for me. And so that's exactly what Joel does. Because their relationship is on a bit of an uneven keel, because Ellie suspects that Joel lied to her, but she's not exactly sure what he lied to her about. Which has caused some distrust. This is a couple of months after the ending of the first game.
Ellie?
Jesus. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I tried knocking, but
Hey,
hey,
what's up, Joel?
just checking in. Folks are, talking about how impressed they are with you and how well you're helping out.
It's good.
Yeah. Tommy and I went out riding the other day, and he told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's oh shoot, no, I forgot it. Something about a clock. How do you?
Joel, it's
One thing you can't say about this game is super fucking ambitious. Because they basically they made like 2 Last of Us games in one. This game, I'm not even kidding, is more than double the size of the original game. More than double. And it's not filled out, it's not padded. This is pretty much longer than the entire Uncharted trilogy. It's fucking, this is the most ambitious game that Naughty Dog's ever made.
It's pretty late and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get out of here.
Well, it's definitely a great game. Even if you disagree with some of the story choices, which I'm not going to go into because we'll be here all fucking day, and I feel like at this point it's tired and beat on. This game's gameplay is fucking impeccable. The graphics are top notch. The level design is top notch. Like, even if you hate the game's story, this game is still worth playing just for the fucking awesome gameplay and level design, and the fact that this game is over 20 hours long. It's like 25 to 30 hours long on a first playthrough. And it's not padded. For a big budget story driven game like this to be that long is really unheard of.
I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
What's this?
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Funny.
You want to hear something?
And he promised her he would play for her.
Okay.
And she got him to swore he would sing. Like, as she's carrying Joel through the door in the universe, she's like, I swear, if you make it through this, you are so singing for me.
Promise me that you won't laugh.
I won't laugh. I won't.
I'm trusting you. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more.
This is a Pearl Jam song. It's called Future Days.
I believe, 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me.
And hold on 1 second. I'm going to get my jacket because there's a cold breeze in here. It's making me kind of chilly. And this is an actual song that came out in 2013, the year of the outbreak in this game. And Neil Druckmann actually used to sing the song to his daughter. So when he included this song in this game, it was pretty much like Joel passing it on to his daughter. And like I said, in the last game, he swore that he was going to teach her how to play guitar. And she made him swear that he was going to sing for her. So starting this game with him finally singing for her, and then setting off to teach her is a terrific moment for the story, and it immediately capitalizes on some of the stuff from the original game. And at this point, she's not sure that Joel lied to her, but there's a distrust there because she knows that he's not quite honest. And in his own way, by teaching her guitar and making lessons, it's his way of bringing them back together. And like I said, this was originally included as like an epilogue to the original game and part of a stage play that they did. And so it was really cool that when they made the sequel, they actually made a full in-game version of that. Because originally, like I said, it was a stage play, so it's just the actors sitting on a stage with props.
There you go.
And it was like a special thing. It's like, they reenacted the major scenes from the original game, and then, oh, here's this new scene. So.
That didn't suck.
And the guitar minigame for this is really fucking great. Like, people have been able to fully mimic and actually do full songs with this, because you, like, have a circular thing and you strum it with the touchpad.
I'll take what I can get.
God, it's got chili in here. Fuck.
No. No. I don't know the first thing about
Promise
this.
that I teach you how to play.
You did.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. And the remaster even improved it because they added more songs, more instruments,
22nd tomorrow night.
power guitar, bass.
Deal.
Be careful what they do. Fucking, that's a great song. And then they added a mode where you could just play the guitar from the main menu. That's part of the stuff they added to the remaster. They actually added a great bit of new content. And I remember people getting upset, oh my god, this remaster is not like this huge remaster. This remaster adds a bunch of visual bells and whistles. It adds 3 cut levels from the game. It adds the guitar mode. It adds the whole new no return mode, which is kind of like a roguelike thing that lets you play different characters. Pretty cool. And all these upgrades. It's $10. Okay? Honestly, I don't think they're being greedy for charging $10 for that upgrade.
Okay.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
And it's even funny because, throughout the entire first game, she constantly had the fucking pun book and she was telling him terrible jokes. So he learned a terrible joke so he could tell her.
Yeah.
It just shows all the ways that Joel loved Ellie. And it's just kind of a really touching, sweet way to open up this game to start with. There's plenty of flashbacks as well. This game is simultaneously more focused than the first game and less focused than the first game. Because the first game takes place over about the span of a year. Obviously, there's the whole 20 years before thing with Joel. But most of the game takes place over the span of 1 year. Hey, happy birthday, man. Oh, yeah, what am I saying? Happy birthday to you. That's weird. Sorry, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Most of this game takes place over the span of 1 year. Or the first game, I should say, takes place over the span of 1 year. This game, technically, most of it takes place over 3 days. But they have tons of flashbacks in the 5 years between. Because this is about 5 years after the first game. So this game simultaneously takes place over a much shorter period of time than the first game and a much longer period of time in the first game. There's plenty of flashbacks to younger Ellie and Joel. Ellie's 14 in the first game and she's 19 when this game picks up. Four years later, which, like I said, they're counting the year that it took place in the first game. So, The Last of Us took place in 2033, and then over the span of a year, so it's 2030, where they made the apocalypse take place in 2003.
Sorry,
So technically, the apocalypse took place in 2023. This is the same year as current times. That was just a needless thing. And it totally changed the technology because they went from Joel having a smartphone to Nokia fucking flip phones.
Totally overslept. Just give me a minute.
I didn't like the show.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
She kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait. You kissed Dina?
Oh. I thought this...
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
I love him.
She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never... Fuck this.
I'm messing with you, man.
Jesse's awesome.
I don't care. Get dressed.
You're the worst.
It's kind of fucked up you did that.
I also love, Ellie actually has, a house. But here's what I love, man. She actually has a fucking PS3 in her room, in her apartment. And this is, the most fucking detailed PS3 I have ever seen. And she has the Jack and Daxter collection. and Uncharted 1 and 2 in her fucking apartment. Like, that's so cool. So, like, mechanically, she's playing fucking Jack and Daxter. And, like, there's so much detail just in this, there's so much detail just in this first place. Like, Brave Limit, that's their, like, a Sony parody of fucking, Shonen Jump or Bleach. You can see all of her, like, books. She has a bunch of Moonslayer Samurai. Go on playing, like, the Overland Saga, you mean the Vinland Saga? And also, later on, you can actually spot a chick in this game playing Vita, and she's playing fucking Hotline Miami. And they got permission to use Hotline Miami in that scene. And then another really cool touch, she has all these Savage Starlight posters. She was super into that in the original game. But she actually has fucking Sam's toy still from the original game on a shelf. She has a little arcade machine. Like, they put so much love and detail into this game. She has a diary you can read. You know, they talked about Jackson a lot in the first game. And how, you know, like, they live there, and they actually show her living her life there and actually show what it's like being in Jackson, which I thought was a really great way to actually make good on the promise of the original game. Hold on a second, let's see. I'm going for 100% completion, trying to get all the collectibles so I can platinum this. I've already platinumed the first game. She even has, like, great, like, board games, man. Which is awesome. Star Screamer, Supernova Odyssey, Chess. Like, all these fancy names are just chess. No, and see? Even another great touch. She has fucking no pun intended and no pun intended too. Those are the joke books from the first game.
Hey, is Joel up?
We got reports of infected out north. We sent him and Tommy out early this day.
That sucks.
Yep. Can't imagine they got much sleep. Definitely not as much as you.
Shut up. I was just about to get up. I was.
You got everything?
Yes.
Heads up. You're the talk of the town this morning.
What?
Let me see if I got this right. You kissed Dina,
She kissed me.
which triggered Seth to call you a not-so-nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man.
There's so much, like, detail to this town.
Sorry, I missed it.
Be safe out there.
We always are. Maria wants a word with you.
Where is she?
Diner?
Is this about Seth?
No clue.
Just tell her you never saw me.
Nope.
Where's your fucking loyalty?
Excuse me.
We should set a patrol.
Hey, so... we're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I know. It's just... I don't want you to think...
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
Thanks.
And, oh, yo, sugar boy.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good scratch.
And this guy, fun fact, this guy right here, playing banjo, his name is Gustavo Santarola. He is the composer for The Last of Us 1 and 2. So this is a fun little nod.
Not for me. Too many people like this.
He's honestly a fucking amazing musician. I mean, he gave The Last of Us a truly awesome fucking musical identity. And he's basically self-taught as well. Let's see. I'm just making sure I get all the parts. So I'm trying not to miss anything.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, Naughty Dog's also working on their own new PS5 exclusive game. I can't wait to see what that looks like. Say what you want to about Naughty Dog, but they have always pushed the boundaries graphically. They've always been the people to push the fucking Sony systems to the limit. So I can't even imagine what they could do with the PS5 exclusive. I mean, this game is over 4 years old and already looks awesome. Like, this game still looks amazing, so...
Badass.
Yeah, instead of collecting combos.
Let's move.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hi.
We'll call it an IOU for now, but next week I want to see a fair trade on this table, right? Of course. Come on now, we're working.
Looking for 20 volunteers to help with repairs to electric dam. When first weekend in April. Yep, they're having more problems with the fucking electric dam. The Tipsy Bison.
Want to grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
In the back.
Excuse me.
Ellie. There you are. Come here. Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me. Please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
Hey. Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dean are headed out. I made you some sandwiches.
Okay.
They're steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Well, you be safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
Smells good.
Basically, he called her a dyke for making out with a chick in church because it kind of offended him.
They're yours.
You sure?
It's fine.
You walk
And he's
out.
trying to apologize.
Finders keepers.
When you go out, I want you to trade off with Tommy and Joel. Those boys have been up for far too long.
Where do I meet them?
If you go up to the Northwest Lookout, they're scheduled to arrive later today. Watch yourself. There's too many sightings of infected recently.
Of course. I was gonna check out the creek trails. I'll need someone else to cover it.
Ellie! You know the creek trails?
Not really.
Dina's done it a bunch. I'll have the two of them take it.
Well, that solves that.
Yeah, all throughout the original game, you can see giraffes before the whole like giraffe scene with Ellie, and that continues in this game. The weapon upgrades in this game are also really good.
Ellie, can I talk to you for a sec?
So,
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria,
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
we're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to pry. Be safe.
Thanks.
Yo, Dina! Assignments!
Just give me a minute!
Basically,
Friend of the stables, please.
basically Ellie's girlfriend.
Hey, Dina. Can I...
It's also created a kind of weird situation. Okay, excuse me. I have never been a big fan of Bella Ramsey, and especially not for Ellie in the show. She does not look like Ellie at all. I mean, in the fucking slightest. But she at least vaguely matched the age, okay? But the problem is that Bella Ramsey looks young. She's not. Bella Ramsey is actually 20. Yeah, not Ellen Page. That was when the game originally got started, and then they switched her model. Like, you know, she... And now Ellen Page doesn't even look like Ellen Page. But regardless, okay, she looks nothing like Ellie at any point. Even the fucking actress who plays the voice for Ellie, Ashley Johnson, even she looks like Ellie more than Bella Ramsey. But Bella Ramsey is actually not old. Is not young at all. She's 20, over 20 years old. She just looks young. So, it's created, they've already shown on set photos of The Last of Us Season 2. And Bella Ramsey looked close to Ellie's age, at least. She didn't look like Ellie, but she looked around the same age Ellie would have been. But now, she's in The Last of Us Season 2, which is supposed to be 5 years later, and she looks the fucking same. She's just a young-looking face. So she's supposed to be 19, it's supposed to be 5 years later, and she still looks like she's a little chubby-faced kid. It's fucking, it's weird.
Hey, guys! I'm tapping out. Come on! How long?
Because rather than get somebody who was the right age to play the role, they got somebody who looked young perpetually. But that, you know, becomes a problem when you then need to have the character grow up.
Hey.
Yeah, Ellen Page, she went up the deep end, man.
I just want to say sorry for running off last night.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it. I felt bad.
Why?
Because I started the whole thing, and I shouldn't have kissed you in front of all of those people.
No, you were drunk.
I mean, maybe. She did a lot of good stuff, actually. I actually liked Ellen Page a lot as an actress. She did a good job as Kitty Pryde in the X-Men movies. She may have been one of the only good parts of X-Men 3. I didn't really care for X-Men 3. A lot of people didn't, but she was good as Kitty Pryde. Inception, she was good. She did a movie when she was younger, much younger, like before Juno, called Hard Candy. That's fucking awesome. She plays a little girl that flips the script on this pedo. Yeah, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. But she scripts the Hard Candy is great. That was before even Juno. She was really good in there's another one I liked her in after Juno. I have to think. She did a movie after Juno that I really liked her in. She's done a couple. She also was the main character in Beyond Two Souls, and I actually really liked her in that game. She did a convincing job of portraying the chick from like 13 to 30. She was really good in The Umbrella Academy. That's a great fucking show if you ever get a chance to watch it. Which, funnily enough, is the song. It's based off of a comic book that was written and created by Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. Like, he's totally behind it, and he's a producer on the show. And she is in the show, The Umbrella Academy, and is really good in it. She just, and she, like, transitioned to Elliot Page or whatever. And I'm honestly I feel kind of sad for her. If she wants to be Elliot Page now, let her. She's 30s. She's in her 30s. She's an adult. I don't give a shit. But, like, she's like, she does not look happy as Elliot. No, she doesn't. But, for example, she was saying, like, before she transitioned, she was actually hearing voices and having a mental breakdown, and, like, maybe that was not a good idea for her to have the surgery then if she was having, like, hearing voices and shit. It doesn't matter, but yeah, and, like, the crazy thing is, like, she pretty much hasn't acted since then. I think she was in, like, the 3rd season of Umbrella Academy, where they recognized that, but I don't think I've seen her in, like, anything else since then.
It's fine. Well, still, I don't want you to think...
No, I'm not reading into it or anything. Just...
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
All right. Well, we should probably get going.
Ow! What the fuck? I'm not even playing! Because you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much.
You want to fuck him up?
Yeah, I do.
You asked for it! You better run, you little shits! Holy shit! Get to cover! Go! Go! Ooh. Gotcha! We're on the board, suckers!
Yeah, you better run. You better run!
I mean, frick. Don't tell your mom. Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny.
Oh, you like that?
Ow!
Damn! Arm on that kid.
Snow, you little shit!
In your face!
Eat snow!
I'm not holding back either. They have to learn sometime!
Oh, no, you didn't!
Get back here! I'm gonna come over there and fight you, like, for real. Oh no, you got snow in your hair. Yes!
Oh, what a shot! Come on! No fair! Eat it, shrimps! Hey!
How's it feel?
No! Get her! Help me! You'll never get away with this!
Yeah.
Get off of...
Like I said, Naughty Dog has always had tremendous production values, man. And great voice acting. They've always made the highest quality production games.
I guess I asked for that, huh?
Yep.
Let's go.
Plus, okay, fun fact. That just goes to show you, like, the attention to detail, okay? So this right over here is the church. They were talking about where the shit happened. They had the dance, and she kissed her, and the guy was, like, being a bigot. Which I don't think he should have called her a dyke. But he's an older dude, and he's like literally two girls kissing in a church. Probably upset his sensibilities. Also have to be mindful of that as well, you know. But regardless, he should have apologized to her, and he did. But so this church is like a big where a big plot event goes on, and you know when they remade the first game and they show you Jackson at the end, they overlook Jackson. They actually added this church to the town. You can see it in the distance for a nice little bit of added continuity between the games. I thought that was really cool.
So Jesse wants us to do the creek trails. He's gonna relieve Joel and Tommy.
Oh, that's nice you assigned us together. You're gonna like this.
Morning, girls. Morning.
Hey, ladies. I'll bring him in.
Thank you.
Hey, stop it.
That's a good girl. Look who's here.
Thanks. Come on.
Like I said, I can't wait to see Naughty Dog do a PS5 exclusive game. Like, the visual fidelity on that's going to be fucking insane.
Ah, look who decided to join us.
Yeah.
One for you. And one for you.
The good old classic. A bolt-action rifle.
Open it up. Settle down, children. All right. You all know the drill. Run your routes, mark your logbooks, clear any infected you see. You run into anything you can't handle, you come back. Be smart about it. All right. Get going.
And one thing I really like about this game is that this game, it's not quite open world or anything like that, but it is substantially more open than the original game. Because the first Last of Us was already a bigger game than the typical Naughty Dog games because they had to have room to explore and find supplies, and it's hard to encourage people to go off the beaten path when it's a straight line, kind of like Uncharted. And for stealth, you know, you need room to move around. And then, so The Last of Us was already bigger, and then Uncharted 4 had bigger environments, you know, with the car. But The Last of Us 2 has even bigger environments. It's not quite open, but it's several bigger areas. Like, you'll go through a linear path to a big open square. You can look around. You can go this way, go that way. There's optional enemy fights you can avoid. Then you'll go down through another square and have another wide open area to explore. So it's a good mixture of linear and non-linear because it's not like, oh, here's a massive open world, but it's not like a quarter either. You're always given a chance to walk around and explore. And it's like kind of like my favorite level in the original game is the university because it's a bigger level that you get on the horse and wander around, and it's also fall and you get the flamethrower, which is my favorite level. The whole game is kind of structured like that, where it's big enough to give you space to roam around and explore while still following the beaten path. And the levels in this game are much bigger than the first game. Abba! Yeah. Which, fun fact, she's actually based off of a real person. She's a Swedish bodybuilder. So I will say that in their defense, they're like, oh, it's unrealistic for one to be the Jack. No, she's literally based off a real person. I could make a case for it's weird the fact that she's one of the only Jack people like that in the apocalypse. But no, she is literally based off of a real person. Yeah. Well, my only problem with it is it's like she's the only person who's jacked like this. And I don't have a problem with her being jacked for as a woman, but my issue is like you never really saw anybody who was like super jacked or shredded in the original game, so you just assumed there wasn't enough, like nutrients and food to get ripped. But then when you see her being jacked and she's the only person who's jacked, it's a little bit weird. You know what I mean? Like, why are there no dudes even from her town that are also jacked? Like, why she's the sole jacked person in both games?
What were you dreaming about?
Was I talking?
And that has less to do with her being a woman who's ripped and more to do with weird inconsistencies. Even then, it's not like, oh my god, a deal breaker. I just noticed weird shit like that.
Grab your gear. I want to show you something.
What?
Trust me.
And the gameplay in this game is really fucking good.
Come on. This way.
It's cold.
Actually, hold on. I always fuck with the controls and swap them around. Because they have crouch on circle, I always put on the right stick. And put the flashlight on circle just because clicking the right stick to crouch feels normal to me.
You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
No. Can't wait.
And you don't want to just tell me?
You need to see it.
What are you doing wandering around out here by yourself?
Being restless.
And there's so much attention to detail. Besides being able to draw dicks in the snow.
The prettier it's gotten.
You want to keep going? Just drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
I could see Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
But besides being able to draw dicks in the snow, they actually have snow in the tree branches that becomes unlodged when you walk through it. Which I think that is such a great fucking touch. Like, that is crazy realism.
Through here.
And you can go prone in this game. And they actually come up with a lot of really cool fucking things to do with the prone.
You did all this in the dark?
Yes. Now come on.
Hold on, let me... I hate when they fucking cut off what people are saying midway through. Yes. Well, no, I've switched it. You have two different modes. 60 and 30. Whenever I play a game, I will routinely switch it. Just to see how the different modes fare and how it feels. It's also a great tool to show other people, because it's much when like some people are like, is frame rate that important? And I could try to explain to them how good frame rate is and how important frame rate is, but it's usually better to just show them.
We keep going like this, we're gonna be tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
Hey, is Mel okay? She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You stop being weird, you're freaking me out.
I'm not being weird.
breaking up with Mel.
What? No. You wish.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
Ouch.
We can't all be as graceful as you.
Clearly.
What is that?
You'll be fine.
It's too high.
Come on.
Abby's afraid of heights. In the same way that Ellie was afraid of swimming.
Eyes on me. Abby. Stop looking down.
And the game actually has a really cool thing where it actually starts to fuck with you if you keep looking at heights.
Do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
How about I work my foot up your ass?
Abby, stop flirting.
But if you look down at heights, you'll actually see everything get all distorted and see her start to shiver and shake. Which, once again, is a nice touch.
Is this it?
We made it.
Holy shit. It's a fucking city.
Yeah, they came out here thinking it was just going to be a tiny, like, a settlement, not a big-ass city with electrical fencing, weapons, power, water.
Wanted you to see it first. Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. A few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Yeah, okay. Sure, they'll be happy to offer that information up.
Well, then we make them.
You hear yourself?
Okay, what do you want to do? What is going on with you?
Mel's pregnant.
Oh. Okay.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
When everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him, right? I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost. Hey.
Don't.
See you back at the lodge.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
But they try a little bit too hard to skew the game in her perspective. Yeah, but they, you know, at the same time, her dad also just tried to fucking kill Ellie without giving her a say in the matter. Okay? So, oh god, see, that's where it gets the whole thing, dude. Okay? They kept Ellie unconscious. Okay? Ellie did not agree to the surgery. She did not know they would kill her for the surgery, okay? It's not like, well, she knew. She did not know, okay? They kept her in a coma, a medically induced coma, to make sure she couldn't protest. They didn't give her a choice. Okay? So it's important to realize that it's not like it was Ellie's wish to sacrifice herself, and then Joel didn't listen to that. They did not give her a fucking choice. Okay? So yeah, it is. The moral of the game is the cycle of violence. It is. Yeah. But, so, in the same way that she's upset because Joel killed her dad, Joel did what he did because they were basically going to kill his daughter. And also, the way the Fireflies handled the situation was fucking abysmal. They didn't give Joel the weapons they promised him, even though they promised him the weapons. They fucking immediately were going to kill Joel, and the only reason they didn't was because of Marlene.
She got Mom pregnant.
And then, on top of that, they immediately threatened Joel.
You alive?
I can honestly say I would have done exactly what Joel did. What right did they have to fucking play God and decide, well, this girl should have no say in whether she lives or dies? Because we think we might be able to make a cure. Okay? Never mind the fact that literally there's no fucking guarantees, okay? Usually when you're making a cure or vaccine or whatever, it takes hundreds of test subjects to make a fucking vaccine, okay? But they didn't give her a say in the matter. And the Fireflies, I thought the Fireflies' whole spiel was that the government took control. They want to give freedom back to the people, only to say, well, we want to use you for a test subject, so you don't get a say. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Really, bitch? And there are certain things. There are certain things that they do in this game that, in my opinion, they cross the line and they try to unfairly skew it in Abby's favor. Because the whole point of the game, the whole theme of this game, is that there are two sides to every story. That's the theme of this game. Okay? So there are no heroes or villains. Ellie and Abby are both trying to do what they think is right. But the thing is they do several things to artificially kind of make you like Abby. Which is shit. And they when they retell events of the first game, they leave out key context. They make it sound like Joel was bloodthirsty. And he just killed everybody. He mercilessly rampaged through. Like he didn't give them a chance. Even though he gave them every chance to give Ellie back. And when he killed Abby's father, he literally told her, get away from her. The only reason Joel killed, Abby's dad was because he took a scalpel and said, "You're gonna have to kill me," and came at him with the fucking scalpel. Okay, so it's not like Joel was just like, "I'm just gonna kill you." He literally would not get out of Joel's way, and threatened him with a fucking knife. There's a big difference between somebody coming at you with a scalpel and just killing somebody in cold blood. They don't show that context in this game, almost to kind of make Joel appear more villainous than he actually was.
How do I get out of here?
Which I don't like. And, like, obviously, because I played the first game, I know better, but if you didn't play the first game, it makes Joel appear worse than he is. And honestly, almost kind of misrepresents him.
This is a bad idea, Abby.
Yeah, well, if you ever get a chance, you should really play the remake on PS5, and it is a remake. And you should play the fucking DLC, it's important.
Here's that lookout.
Yeah, well, if you haven't played it, you should. The remake is fucking spectacular. Yeah, it's good. And the fact that there were actually people who were trying to say that it was a remaster and not a remake are fucking high. Or saying that they didn't improve the gameplay at all.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Or like I said, people saying that they didn't improve the gameplay at all in the remake, okay? In the remake, The Last of Us 1, they redid all the weapon handling from scratch. Redid all the animations from scratch. Redid all the enemies' AI from scratch. All the people's AI from scratch, NPCs. Redid the weapon crafting. The horseback riding. Overhauled the weapon upgrading, overhauled New Game Plus. Like, they made tons of gameplay improvements in The Last of Us remake. So it wasn't just a visual thing either. Like, literally, the weapon handling from the first game was completely overhauled. Every weapon was retold. Like, people who say that they didn't change the gameplay need to go back and play the PS3 game, because you can tell when you play the remake and then go back to the PS3 game, and the way the aiming feels, and the way the movement feels, the enemy AI, like, they dramatically overhauled all the things. But now we have people thinking that in order to count as a remake, you have to rewrite the entire story and be like that. And I would say that's not a remake, that's a reimagining. Like, people say, well, The Last of Us Part 1 isn't a real remake. The Last of Us Part 1 isn't a real remake because the Final Fantasy VII is a real remake. You know, where they completely redid the entire story and actually acknowledged the continuity of the first fucking game. So it's not even really a remake. You can't be a remake of a game and acknowledge the first game's existence. Yeah. And then taking one section of the game, the Midgard, and expanding it into a full game. I would say that's not a remake, that's a reimagining. That would be like saying that Doom 2016 is a remake of the original Doom. No, it's not, okay? Or that Devil May Cry, the DMC, that's a remake of Devil May Cry 1. No, it's a reboot. Or that The Amazing Spider-Man is a remake of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. No, it's a reboot. There's a difference. Okay? And we instead now have a skewed idea of what a reboot is, okay? if a game takes the same basic shit as the original game and adds some gameplay improvements and some visual flourishes, that's a remaster. Just adding a fresh coat of paint. If they completely rebuild the graphics from the ground up and they make a bunch of gameplay tweaks okay, that's a remake. If they take the idea of the original game and then completely redesign it from the ground up, that's a reimagining, okay? Last of Us Part 1, remake. RE2, 3, 4, reimaginings. Totally reacting it, rescripting it, changing the levels, changing the encounters, changing that. Final Fantasy Rebirth, 7 Rebirth is not a remake, it is a reimagining. You know, people were attacking and they're like, oh, Last of Us Part 1 is really just a remaster. You're saying that because you don't really understand what a fucking remake is. It's not that it's not a remake, it's that your idea of a remake is very different from what it is. What you're thinking of is like a reimagining. And like I said, people get on my nerves because they treat remaster, remake, and reimagining like synonyms. Like they're interchangeable terms that mean the same thing. They do not mean the same thing. They're 3 different words for 3 very different types of things. Okay? Or simply put, okay? Yakuza. You know, you play Yakuza. Yakuza HD Collection. They took Yakuza 4, 5, and 6. I'm sorry. 3, 4, and 5. And put a pane of code on it and made it 1080p. That's a remaster. Yakuza Kiwami. That's a remake. Like I said, people don't understand the difference. And it really pisses me off because I constantly see people making uneducated fucking guesses. Or saying that this game is not a remake when they don't even really understand what it fucking is, apparently.
That's how you do it.
No.
Fuck, I'm so lost. Shit.
Well, you know, I mean, it's up to you, man. I absolutely loved it. I bought it at launch, new.
Please let that be it. Weather's getting bad. Where's the road?
And now we get one of the larger levels I'm talking about.
Where's the patrol? This way. Right behind you.
Do you miss being with him?
With Jesse?
No. We've been together for so long.
Look, Jesse's great. I love his parents. They will always be family, but we were just on autopilot.
Hey, how come we never talked about this stuff?
I don't know. It didn't feel... You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, 'cause there isn't much to talk about.
Yow.
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
I don't care about her one way or the other.
Okay.
No, I think she's a talented artist. I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
Yeah, Ellie, in order to cover up the bite where she got bitten and to stop people asking questions, she had the skin sanded down with acid that they use and then tattooed over with a butterfly.
What's so big of you?
And I think she wasn't right for you.
That's why when you, in the beginning of the scene when you saw her, she had like a wrap around it. That was what that was.
Interesting. Shut up. Okay.
Actually, it looks pretty cool. She just, she was worried of people asking too many questions and figuring it out. So, it was her idea to get it sanded down and get a tattoo to hide it. Because if some people figured out she was immune, she would never be safe.
You want to see something spectacular?
You're gonna point at your face, aren't you?
Nothing is that spectacular.
Oh, brother.
Come on, stupid. Hey, it's this way. What do you think of this view, huh?
That's what I'm saying. She didn't hide a bite mark. Like, she... actually, you can't tell. Like, she sanded it down with acid. You cannot tell she has a bite mark anymore. That's what I'm saying. That's why she did what she did. So it doesn't look like a bite mark. She had, like, it's a type of thing they use to help people treat scars. She applied it with the help and then had a tattoo, a butterfly over it. So it looks like a tattoo. She completely covered it up.
Nice.
That was the whole point. So she didn't look like she was hiding something. It just looked like a tattoo.
Where do we sign in?
Come on.
And yeah, Ellie writes in her journal, and you can get all kinds of optional journal entries.
Who do you used to do this route with? Jesse?
Eugene.
Right. Ah, Eugene. Man, he was funny.
Oh, yeah. Huh? Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics and stuff. May we all be that sharp at 73.
May we all make it to 73.
Yeah, you can swing on ropes and climb up them in this game. Yeah, I need to go back around and go through that and get the platinum one of these days. You honestly missed out on some of the best parts of the entire game.
Sign us in.
Like, that actually makes me kind of sad.
What was this place?
It used to be a radio tower.
The side missions in the game are really fucking great. And give you some of the best rewards in the
Yeah,
game.
I'm gonna guess this bong was Eugene's.
Huh? It's mine. He gave it to me.
Hey, do you have any on you, actually?
Oh, I wish. Eugene always had some on him.
That makes sense. Even here, like when she grabs a pen, you can actually see her writing.
And there.
Well, that's good, man. We're getting to the point now where we're gonna heat up. We've got to hit the real heat of the year.
Come here. Town up ahead's our last stop. Take a look.
There's the town. With the big tower thing?
Yep, that's...
It's called a clock tower, Ellie.
Let's get back to the horses. Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know. We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
It's like a virtual avatar. Instead of a real person, they have like a virtual essence. Like it's like usually like an anime weeb girl. It's honestly not my cup of tea. It's like looking at like a stream of like a virtual anime girl. Sometimes they do sexy stuff. Sometimes they just play games and just like anything else. But the whole thing is a little bit kind of cringe for my taste. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to... No, it's not always a dude. Actually, a lot of the time it is a girl. Most of the time, actually, these are girls. They just have like a digital avatar instead of showing their real face.
No, from old age. Like, living a long life.
You? No way. Come on. You're way too reckless.
Oh, look who's talking.
Well, you'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
I am wearing boots today. You know how you're gonna die?
Ooh, let me guess. You're gonna kill me?
See? Yet another great,
Did I ruin your punchline?
No. Maybe.
Yet another great attention to detail in this game. See, like the ice on the lake, you can actually see it breaking as you walk over it. Which is honestly just cool. But this is what I mean, like they have plenty of sections like this where it's like, here's a wide open area you can wander around. And find collectibles and shit. You'll have a linear path and then it'll open up into a wider hub.
Hey, should we check these houses out?
Where you can just get off your horse and wander around. And there's so many scenes like this in this game.
They still got supplies.
In previous Naughty Dog games, they didn't give you... hey, how's it going, Ben? In previous Naughty Dog games... they never gave you enough space to roam around, you know?
It's another evacuated neighborhood. Infected almost never make it out this far.
We usually catch them on the outer perimeter.
These trailers are neat. Nice little portable home.
You think people really traveled a lot in these things?
Well, wouldn't you?
I mean, if I'd lived pre-outbreak, yeah. I'd go see the whole country.
Or travel to another country.
Maybe one day we will.
Keep dreaming.
Jesse talked a lot about going to Canada. He said there's these, like, giant waterfalls out there he wanted to see.
Really? He's such a hardcore Jackson guy.
Everybody's got their dream. What are you doing tonight?
I was thinking of inviting Joel to watch a movie.
Oh. You guys good?
Yeah.
What movie are you guys gonna watch?
Yeah,
What's Joel into?
this game has a shit ton.
Curtis and Viper 2.
Probably more than any other game you play.
Radar for a while.
Oh, wow.
Well, we used to watch these cheesy 80s action movies. He's really into them.
Oh, no.
I actually really like them, too. What about you? What are you doing later?
Some people were talking about sneaking out. Going sledding.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. You wanna meet up after?
I'm not even sure Vince or anything might have left.
Okay. Maybe I'll play guitar for you.
Okay. What's Curtis and Viper 2 about?
Okay, so 2 former commandos that go rogue to fight bad guys. And I think in this one, they go up against Russian spies or something.
I mean, he might be there.
Interested in this than I thought I would be.
Alright, so the young one, Viper, he's a trained ninja. And he's a complete badass.
So how old is he in the first movie?
10.
Wait, how many movies did they make of this?
I think they made 4?
Yeah. I agree.
Ooh, I don't have this one.
Isn't it one of those superhero cards you're all into?
Oh, yeah.
You think anybody out there is still making movies?
Has to be.
How do you know? I mean, what if they're all just like us? Just surviving day to day.
Well, I write new music, so if someone had a camera.
Wait, hold up. There are original Ellie songs? Why haven't you played them for me?
I'm pretty much got all I need to get. I did everything there was to do before the point of no return. You know, when the hub gets all on fire. And then I'm level 150, so...
Well, I don't know.
Come on. Will you play one for me? Tonight?
I'll think about it.
But, like, see, this is the perfect example. It's not a huge open area, but it's an open-ish area with stuff to do off the beaten path, places to go, and you're free to just kind of roam around and do your own thing. And here are optional story sequences. This game has a lot of hubs like this, like tiny miniature sandboxes. And I like that because they don't feel the need to constantly drag you along to the next story beat every second. And they really give you time to get into the gameplay and let the gameplay shine. All right, man.
Easy girl. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh, that smell. Looks like infected did this.
How many do you think it would take to bring down a moose?
More than one. Where the hell are they?
Let's go find him. Shit. I hear some inside.
Dina, this way. It's down.
That's one. Let's see if we can get around to the back of his supermarket.
Good idea.
You good?
Yeah,
Nice throw, by the way.
thanks.
The way we came in was barricaded. How'd that runner get in here?
Yeah, it's a good question.
What's the most infected you've ever taken down on patrol?
It's gotta be the one I had with Joel a year or so ago. It was like, I don't know, a dozen. You?
Cleared about 20 once. There was a group passing through.
Fuck. Maybe we'll get you a new personal record today. This way. More runners. Let's keep quiet. Let's see how it goes.
That all of them?
Yeah. Looks like it.
We've still got to get the ones in the supermarket.
Let's keep circling the building. There's gotta be a way in.
Hello.
Ellie, help me up there. I want to look around.
All right, go ahead.
It also looks like they're going to do a remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn, and they're going to bring the graphics much closer in line with Forbidden West. People were saying it's a remake, they're fucking full of shit. It's just literally just going to be like a remaster. It's going to be like a $10 upgrade fee. And they're going back and adding in a lot of the graphical flourishes and touches and gameplay improvements from Forbidden West into Zero Dawn. Honestly, I'm down for that.
There's a hole in the roof over there.
Yeah. Like, it generated a controversy at first because they're remaking a Zero Dawn, and they're like, well, they don't need to. It's too soon. And yeah, it is too soon. But they're not remaking it. They're just remastering it.
Look. See?
All right. Let's figure out how to get in there.
And, you know, the jump in quality from Zero Dawn to Forbidden West is insane. So...
Ellie? Are you clean?
Yeah. Just banged up.
Please die of old age and not because you get infected. I really don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
I mean, maybe.
Deal. Cool.
It's honestly a pretty common trope in a lot of stuff, not just even in not even in just Man of Steel. Alien race trying to come over and terraform things to their current liking is a lot of games do that. So. A lot of movies, you know, it's a common trope, honestly. They still managed to give it enough unique touches, though, and to make it good.
Anything good back there? Actually, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I hate spiders already, so already sounds traumatic.
This way. I'm in.
Me too.
Should we check for supplies?
All right, I'm going to take a short break, and then I'll be back.